You want the truth? There are days I wake up and I miss my old life. The parties, the status, the freedom to do whatever I wanted. Nobody talks about this side of following Jesus. But here's what they're also not telling you. What I gained is worth 1,000 times more than what I lost. And today I'm showing you exactly why. Hey, what's up guys? Timon here, and just over a year ago, I was living what most guys would call the dream. I had the status, the success, the lifestyle that everyone on social media pretended to have, and then I surrendered everything to Jesus Christ. I get the same question all the time. Bro, do you ever miss your old life? And look, I'm not gonna sit here today and lie to you. Sometimes I do, but that's not the full story. Today I'm breaking down 7 specific things I genuinely miss about my old life, and more importantly, the 7 infinitely better things I've gained that make it all worth it. And if you're struggling with your own surrender, this might be the most important video you watch this year. The first thing I miss, and this is real, those temporary highs. The feeling that I could finally afford that Rolex I'd been eyeing for years, renting a Ferrari for the weekend just because I could, living in that penthouse with all the freedom in the world. Man, for the first 28 years of my life, I chased those highs like they were oxygen. And sometimes, if I'm completely honest with you, I really do miss them. But here's what I gained instead: lasting peace. Not the fake peace the world tries to sell you through meditation apps and wellness retreats. I'm talking about the deep down soul level peace that stays with you even when your life is falling apart around you. Jesus says in John 14 verse 27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives." Let me tell you what that looks like in real life. When things go wrong now, and they still do, I don't spiral like I used to. The world can only offer you temporary escapes. Jesus offers freedom. That brings me to the second thing I miss from my old life: the illusion of freedom. No accountability, no responsibility to anyone but myself. Society tells us that that's the dream, right? Do whatever the hell you want, whenever you want, and I had that. But what I gained when I surrendered to God was true freedom. Here's what nobody tells you. When you're living for yourself, chasing every desire, you are not actually free. You're a slave to your impulses and to what others think of you. I thought I was free before, but I was actually in chains to my ego, to my addictions, to my need for approval. Now I understand what Jesus meant when he said, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Real freedom isn't doing whatever you want. Real freedom is being released from the things that are destroying you. And brothers, that kind of freedom is worth everything. The third thing, and this one hurts, I miss some of the relationships. When you change your life radically, some people don't come with you. That's just the reality. Some of those friendships are lost, and sometimes that's lonely. But what I gained is an authentic community. Before, I had hundreds of contacts in my phone, but nobody I could call at 2 a.m. when my life was falling apart. Now I have brothers who drop everything for me. Not because of what I can offer them, but because we're family in Christ. These relationships have depth my old ones never did. They challenge me, support me, and point me back to Jesus even when I'm slipping. Fourth thing I miss: the simplicity of living for the moment. Not thinking about eternity, not questioning my purpose, just chasing the next thrill. There's a certain mindlessness to it that sometimes I miss. It's easier not to think too deeply. But here's what I gained: real, unshakable purpose. Knowing that I'm not just here taking up space, but that the creator of the universe has plans for me. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Let me tell you what purpose feels like. It's waking up every morning knowing exactly why you're here. It's understanding that your struggles have meaning and knowing that your life is part of a bigger story. That kind of purpose makes even the hardest days worthwhile in a way that living for the moment just never could. Fifth, and I'm being brutally honest here, I sometimes miss the admiration from the world. When you're successful by the world standards, people look up to you and they want to be like you. My ego loved that. Sometimes it still craves it, but what I have gained is God's approval. And guys, there is nothing that compares to knowing you're walking in God's will. The Bible asks, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings, or of God. Think about it. Would you rather have the fleeting approval of people who will forget about you tomorrow, or the eternal approval of the one who created everything? When I lay in bed now, I don't worry about my follower count or who's talking about me. I rest in knowing that God of the universe is pleased with my surrender. And that's worth a million likes. The sixth thing, I miss the illusion of control. Thinking I was the captain of my own ship, the master of my destiny. There's comfort in thinking you've got it all figured out. But what I gained is learning to surrender. And it sounds counterintuitive, but surrendering control to God is the most freeing thing that I've ever done. I was exhausted trying to control everything. My image, my future, my success. Now I can rest knowing God's got it. And His plans for me are better than anything I could come up with on my own. That doesn't mean I don't work hard. I still do, but the pressure's off. The results are in His hands, not mine. And the last thing I miss, and this might surprise you, is the comfort of not being challenged. Christianity is hard, brothers. It challenges everything about you, how you think, how you speak, how you treat others. Sometimes I miss the comfort of not having my actions and thoughts constantly refined by God's words. But by letting go of this, I gained growth, real transformative growth. I'm becoming the man God created me to be, not the man the world told me to be. Romans 12 verse 2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by renewing your mind." That transformation is painful sometimes. It means choosing the harder path. But when I look in the mirror now, I actually respect the man looking back at me. And that's something money cannot buy. So there you have it. 7 things I genuinely miss about my old life, and 7 infinitely better things I've gained through Christ. And if I had to do it all over again, I choose Jesus every single time. If you're watching this and you're on the fence about fully surrendering to Christ, I get it. I was there too. The fear of what you might lose is real, but brother, I promise you, what's waiting on the other side is so much better than what you're holding on to. Before you go, drop a comment below if this resonated with you. And remember, a relationship with Jesus isn't about religion. It's about letting go of your old life so He can give you something better. Until next time, keep seeking truth. Peace.